Got to give the people, get the people what they want. All right, Mr. Bass, I'm here. Ari's in the house building some Legos. We're going to talk about simplifying and canceling. So first, write this down real quick. So to simplify, we're basically breaking terms into factors. We can cancel out groups of one because multiplying or dividing by one doesn't change the value of an expression. So you've been doing this for years. So let's take the example of 24 over 36, right? So if I break this number 24 down, 24 is what? 6 times 4, which is 2. 6 is 2 times 3, and 4 is 2 times 2. 24 actually breaks down into 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And 36, which is 6 times 6, which is 2 times 3 and 2 times 3, breaks down to 2 times 2 times, times 3 times 3. Now when you simplify these, right, you can say, oh, well, 2 divided by 2 is 1. That's a group of 1. We can cancel it out. 2 divided by 2 is 1. That's a group of 1. We can cancel it out. 3 divided by 3 is 1. That's a group of 1. We can cancel it out. I'm left with the simplest fraction of 2/3. Or if you think of it the other way that you've done this, right, we say, oh, well, 24 over 36. Well, I can divide both by 12 over 12, right? Well, 12 over 12 is just like dividing by 1, which also leaves me with 2/3. These are multiple ways that you've simplified, but here is the key, right? So this is old school. You've been looking at this since probably like the 4th grade. Here's the key and the thing that I want you to notice. Notice that when you had 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 over 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, when you had all that, all these are factors. Those are numbers that I multiplied together to get 24. All these are also factors, numbers that I multiplied together to get that 36. Notice they have multiplication between them. That allows this whole thing to work. Okay, so there's another notice you have to remember. So also write this down. Notice that this does not work if you don't have factors. In other words, multiplication. Okay? Addition and subtraction cannot cancel. And this is a key. We're going to be talking about, well, when can I cancel stuff out and when can I not? When you have a lot of stuff that's being multiplied together, you could do a lot of canceling. As soon as you start getting addition and subtraction, canceling doesn't work. So let's take an example and look at why. Let's start with, what if I had 7 over 2 divided by 2? Now, I should know right now, I can't cancel this. I can't cancel this. Cancel. I think, well, why can't I cancel it? Well, because it has subtraction. But let's talk mathematically why. Well, let's see what happens. What is 7 minus 2? It's 5. So 7 minus 2 is 5. This should be equal to 5 over 2. But look, if I cancel 7 minus 2 over 5, 7 minus 2 over 2, if I was to cancel these, now I get a final answer of 7. This and this are not the same. They're not equivalent. So that proves that canceling doesn't work. When I did the canceling up here, 24 over 36 is the same as, it's equivalent to 2/3. But when I do the canceling over here, 5 over 2 is not equivalent. It's not the same as 7. So canceling doesn't work with subtraction. Doesn't work with addition either. Okay? So now this is all some old school stuff because we're going to get into some canceling with algebraic fractions. So let's take, for example, if we had something like x plus 3 over x plus 5. And then this is x minus 6 over x plus 5. Now notice this term and this term are connected by multiplication. This term and this term are connected by multiplication. In other words, they are factors, right? This and this are being multiplied, just like these are all factors. So in this particular situation, I can actually cancel. X plus 5 divided by x plus 5 is just a 1. Those cancel out. So I'm left with x plus 3 over x minus 6 because I can cancel those factors out. This works. Here is a non-example. This is the factoring that doesn't work. What if I had x plus 3 plus x plus 5? These are not factors anymore, right? They're not being multiplied, they're being added. So let's say I had x plus 5 times x minus 6. These are factors, right? Because they are being multiplied. But as soon as I have factors or non-factors, I cannot cancel here. I cannot cancel because I need all factors for canceling to work. All right, so this is just an intro. We're going to do some work with it in class today, but this is kind of an intro and a background as to how we can go from looking at regular old fractions and how we simplified them to how we're going to start to simplify more complex fractions that start to look like this down here at the bottom. All right, you all. Thank you. Hopefully it was pretty quick. I'll see you tomorrow.